Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to create a streetscape based on this section with tram tracks. So I have just imported this section. I made it in Rhino here, and I've just imported it into 3ds Max now. So the first thing you want to do is create your street alignment. So we'll go and do that now. I'll just add a line. We'll make it a big street. So nice curved street. Okay. Oops. Okay. So this is our base line. So we'll just put that in a new layer here and just call that base spline. Okay, so I'm going to create a new layer down here, and this is going to be some spline offsets to create the tram tracks. So I'll just call this tram tracks. So the first thing we want to do is create a clone of our baseline. So if we just right click clone, we want to do a copy so that we can change the parameters of the spline offsets that we make. Okay, so we'll just drop that into the tram tracks layer. And I just want to go ahead and make 2 more clones. Okay. So for the first spline offset, we just select line 7, modifier list. Under the modifier list, we'll look for a spline offset. Okay. So we want our distance to be essentially, when we look at this, that's not the right view. When we look at this, the distance from the midpoint to the first tram track, I've calculated that as 0.76. So if we just zoom back out to our spline. Okay, so you can see that's made that distance. It's looking a little clunky, so all we have to do is change the butt to an open butt. We want to just delete the original spline, so we've just got this spline offset. Okay, so I'll just close that one down. So what we want to do is do that again. So under the modifier list, and this is using the next clone, we want to find a spline offset. This time we want to do the outer tracks. So I'm going to make this 2.25. Okay. And I also want to just open butt. Okay. So when I turn on the other layer, you can see we've set up the lines that align with the tram track. We don't actually need line 9, so I'll just turn that off. The other thing I want to do is delete the end. So in this one, first of all, I just need to delete the original. Now I want to do a edit spline. Click on the segment and just delete the top. So again, for line 7, we'll do the same. So edit spline. We want the segment, so we can select this end and delete that. Okay, we'll just go ahead and do that for the other side of the road. So we're in spline 7 at the moment. Segment, we just want to delete the top. And again, in line 8, segment, delete that top. All right. So now we want to go ahead and sweep based on our section. So I'll just zoom in here so it's nice and clear. All right. So we simply do that by selecting this set of lines. So this is going to be some tram tracks. So we'll do a modifier, and that will be a sweep. Sweep. Okay, so when this occurs, it usually goes to a default sweep, which is this angle situation. You can change that to all sorts of things. There's lots of pre-made sweeping options, but in this case, we want to use a custom sweep. And if we just, maybe I'll zoom in on this. We just want to now pick the tram line. So what we'll have there is two very small lines that you can't really see just yet. Okay, let's do the other one. So we want to select the outer tracks. So under the modifier, we'll do another sweep. Use custom, we'll pick, and that will be the same again. All right, so line 9, we will actually use this one for the final casement. So what we want to do is just select line 9 under the modifier. We want to sweep that one more time. Use custom selection pick, and that will be our casement. So if I just have a look here, what you'll notice is the smaller tram tracks aren't actually visible. They're meant to be popping up out the top. So what I can do is just select those. Select those like that. Turn this back on. And I'm just going to really do this by eye, but I just want to move them up. So you can see I'm moving them there. I'll just zoom in to get really close so I can see. The other useful thing you can do is change the color. So I'll just change that to pink. Okay, and I'll just get in nice and close there. Yep, so what you can see now is that the top of the tram tracks is just poking out the top of the green road, which is what we wanted to achieve. So once we render that one up, that will look nice. We'll do a quick preview to see if that works. There we have it.